Good night.
Good night, Sergeant.
The person who's really in danger is the one who informed on him. I certainly wouldn't like to be in their shoes.
Here it is. It's in the paper.
What is?
About that slug boy. Listen. After being found guilty of burglary, a 13-year-old youth attacked the magistrate hearing the case and threw him through a window. The youth was then overpowered by 7 police officers and 3 court ushers.
Good grief.
His last words as he was dragged from the court were, "I know who set me up, and I'm gonna get him." The youth, who has not been named, was sentenced to 6 months at a detention centre.
Terrible.
Oh, just imagine, it took 10 adults to overpower him. Do you reckon he was,
What?
Dad said, do you reckon he was on drugs?
Well, it's possible. The Post. I'll get it.
Still, it does seem a shame. The boy's so young. I wonder what caused him to be like that. What are his parents like?
From looking at him, I'd say one was a gorilla and the other one a Centurion tank.
Anything interesting?
There's one for you.
Oh, thank you.
Apart from that, it seems to be the usual final demands and leaflets. I remember that time when the postman used to bring proper mail. Now all we seem to get are toothpaste offers, double glazing and bingo.
Oh, this is terrible news. It's from Rose Moncrief. Do you remember Rose?
No. Oh, there's one for you.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, poor Rose. She's had such a hard time, what with her divorce and all. She's asking if we can put her up for a few days.
Well...
Of course we can. She needs our moral support.
Oh, absolutely. What's yours, Brian? You haven't got bad news, I hope?
You have done me, Ron. Why does the slug call you Ron?
It's wrong.
I know it's wrong. That's what I said. Your name's Brian.
No, you've done me wrong. He can't spell.
Oh. I want £100 from you, or I will send my big brother round to tear your head off. Then I want £100 every month until I get out. Yours sincerely, Edward Slogg. What are you going to do about it?
What do you think I'm going to do about it? I'm going to pay him, of course.
But you'll never raise that money.
I'm getting a little money for minding the Warple's cats. I've got an idea to earn a bit more.
Totaling £100 each month?
Not quite. I'd better come up with something else.
Like what?
I don't know. Hey, I could always sell my body to medical science.
You have to be dead to do that. Pity you can't do sponsored something. My sister did a sponsored class for our school charity, and she earned us £100 because she didn't eat for 2 whole days.
2 whole days? How did she manage that?
I looked in our cellar.
Oh, do you think she might help out?
No, she left home after that to work in the hospital.
That's it.
What is? Leaving home to work in the hospital?
No, charity.
What about it?
Wait and see.
By good luck, it's close enough to a complex and new enough event that it acts as a kind of Rosetta Stone to the life of missing stars. Trouble is, unlike the Rosetta Stone, we don't
How do you think it
know
sounds?
very well any of the life.
Yeah, very good. It's definitely...
A whole collection of life.
Did you recognize it?
We don't have a good knowledge.
Recognize what?
The tune.
But we try to
Oh, yes. Very good. I recognized it straight away.
What was it?
The tune? Well, it was, Did you recognize it, Brian?
No. Sounded like someone trapped in an oil drum.
That's because you have no musical ear at all.
Right.
So, what was it?
It was, I'll get it. I'll get it.
Honestly, you're a pair of Philistines. Neither of you take any interest in the things that I like doing. You don't give me any support at all, do you? Well?
What?
Do you?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the question. My ears are still ringing from all that banging.
Do you know anything about a pet holiday home?
What? That might be for me.
very reasonable rates. For this week, let me check our bookings. Yes, that'll be fine. What sort of pet is it? No, that's no problem. We specialise in boa constrictors. I'll give you the address to bring it round to.
Oh, I had a card from the Warples this morning. They say they're having a wonderful holiday.
I'd like a holiday sometime soon. We must make plans.
Oh, yes. Wouldn't it be nice? Somewhere miles away from anywhere. Where we could just potter. Maybe write a novel. Simply look at nature.
What about Brian?
What about him?
What would he do?
Well, he could just potter, maybe write a novel, or simply look at nature.
I'm not sure that's a very good idea. Still, he'd find something to do.
Yes, that's what I'd be afraid of. He's up to something now. What's all this about a pet's holiday home?
Oh, what?
You know, that phone call earlier this evening. A pet's holiday home. Is he going to fill the house with camels?
Oh, I'm sure he's not up to anything like that.
Oh, no. In the past few months, he's destroyed my third world evening, conned that teacher into thinking you had an antique car for sale, fooled the police that he'd lost his memory, and half the staff at his school have had nervous breakdowns because of him. Compared with that, camels in the living room be nothing.
Maybe he wants to buy a pet. Maybe he wants to surprise us.
He always surprises us. No, he's up to something. I can feel it. Question is, what?
Welcome to Brian's Pet's Holiday Home. Just keep an eye out for that boa constrictor, and you should be all right. Better check the register, see that we haven't lost any. Poo-Poo, Tiddles, Tiger, Coco, Winston. Oh, I expect they're upstairs. One goldfish, one catfish, one axolotl, and one piranha. Hey? Where are you hiding, goldfish? Rex the Alsatian dog. You in there, Rex? Yes, he's in there. Adolf the chicken. You in there, Adolf? Good. One boa constrictor. Asleep. One thin gerbil, one very fat gerbil. More to that. 2 gerbils and 7 little gerbils. Right. Feeding time. Where's Dad? Where's Dad?
He's gone to collect Rose from the station. Why?
I wanted to stem off my handlebars. I wanted him to help me.
I hope you haven't messed up that spare room with your bike. I've just got it all tidied up ready for Rose.
How long she stay?
Until she's better.
Better. She's not ill, is she? I don't want to catch anything.
No, I told you she's not ill. She's unhappy.
I'm unhappy, but I don't get all this fuss made over me.
You've got to be unhappy about.
Being poor, having no money.
You don't know what poverty is. I don't want you causing Rose any trouble while she's here.
What's she unhappy about?
Nothing that concerns you. But while she's here, I don't want you to mention the words divorce, nervous breakdown, or alcoholism.
You mean she's a divorced, nervous alcoholic?
No, she is not. And if you so much as suggest such a thing, I shall kill you. In fact, I want you to be especially nice to her when she's here. Let her know how glad you are she's here. And what's more, you can take her case up to her room for her.
You must be joking.
I'll give you 50 pence.
Done.
Now, here they are. Remember.
I'm back.
Hello, Rose. How are you?
Oh, I'm sorry to be such an encumbrance. I really feel I'm not wanted anywhere.
Oh, don't be silly. We're delighted to have you here, aren't we?
Oh, yes.
Brian?
Yes. It's so long since we've had visitors. It'll brighten up the place. And if there's anything I can do to make you feel at home, just ask me. Shall I take your cases up to your room?
Oh, that is nice of you.
See? And I never mentioned divorce once.
Ian.
Save the trees. Please give generously. Be kind to the trees. Their bark is worse than their bite. Come on, look at the lovely leaves. Come on. Save the trees. Please give generously. Save the trees. Please give generously. Look at the lovely leaves. Save the trees. Save the trees. Please give generously. The bark is worse than their bite. Save the trees. The lovely green leaves. Come on. Save the trees. The countryside. Nice blue sky with the leaves. Save the trees. Come on. Save the trees.
Would you like the television on?
I don't want to do anything.
There's some quite good things on in the afternoons. Let's have a look, see what's on. BBC One, Choices. Divorce and the Single Woman. On BBC Two, there's a documentary about nervous breakdowns. ITV are showing a film about a man who leaves his wife for a younger woman. It's a comedy. And on Channel 4, there's Facing the Facts, alcoholism. Do you fancy any of those?
How much have you made?
Not a lot. About 50 pence. Plus a button and an Irish 10 pence. Honestly, fancy cheating a charity like that.
How's the Pets Holiday Home Scheme going?
To be honest, I'm not sure. I can't find all the animals.
Oh?
Especially the Warple's cats. I hope they've just left home for a bit. I keep poking the boa constrictor, just in case, but nothing moves it.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, and the chicken's done a runner as well. It nipped out when I left the front door open, and when I last saw it, it was heading towards Sainsbury's. I hope it kept away from the poultry section, or it'll be in serious trouble.
What about the gerbils?
They just keep multiplying. I found another 2 in the store yesterday. This is not going to be as easy as I thought.